Today we are doing our Mindset Monday. So we're going to do our Master Our Mind hack. And today what we're going to talk about is belief. It's the number one thing. If you saw my reel today, I talk about belief. It's the number one thing that everybody shares that has not found success yet. And that doesn't mean that they're unsuccessful individuals. Nobody in life is an unsuccessful individual. It's just you haven't gotten there yet, right? And so in the getting there, the thing that matters is belief. The thing that will actually, row your boat there is going to be belief. Like the oars are belief. You get nowhere without it. If you can't see yourself becoming what you want to become, if you can't see yourself serving in the way that you want to serve and living the life that you really, you want to live, but you can really see it in your mind's eye. Like you can see it, touch it, feel it. Whenever you are in that space, then you start to really start moving in your life and things start coming to you and all of that stuff, right? You hear a lot of people talk about it. I'm not the first one to talk about that. So, hey, good morning, ladies. I see you. But what I want to talk about is the trick, the hack to be able to increase your belief quickly. How's that? Ironic that it took me a while to say quickly. Irony. I'll give you some irony this morning. So here it is. Let's do it. Super quick. The way to be able to increase your belief is to, and especially for you guys that are heart-centered, that follow me, because we just want to impact the world. We just want to give back. Yeah, money's cool. The lifestyle is awesome. Sure, absolutely. But really, at the end of the day, what we're after is impact, right? And so for us, in order to increase our belief, what we have to do is we have to look at our people. So if you're not sure who you're serving, that's your first step, always and forever your first step. Who are you here to serve? What are you wanting to do for them, right? And then the hack, you guys, is to think, what are they going to be like after you've helped them? And so what I mean is you're taking them, so there's the journey of the beginning of where you help them with what you help them do. And then there's, a notch point somewhere in there where they're better. And what you have to do is you have to look at that point. You have to look at them. You have to look at your people in their finished state. And it doesn't have to be totally finished. I mean, we as humans just aren't ever totally finished, right? There's always a next level and things like that. But when you've gotten them through the sticking point, when you've gotten them through the thing that they're so frustrated about and they're so doggone scared of, when you've gotten them through that where they can breathe, what does that look like for them? What does their life look like now? What does their family look like now? What do their finances look like now? And do you see how we're taking the projection off of us and we're putting it on the person that we're here to serve? That's everything. Not only is it going to help you with your own belief, because when you see someone in their beginning state and then you choose to dwell on their ending state, which again, not total end, but an ending state for this, segment. When you choose to focus on their ending state, an interesting thing happens. Not only does your belief increase because you're like, yeah, I absolutely can get them there. Awesome. The more you believe you can get your person there, the better. But whenever we're focusing on them in their end state or the end of that segment of their life, the more you focus on that, you guys, the more creativity is going to start coming around in ways you can get them there. Okay? Does that make sense? So naturally, as your brain starts creating different ways you can get them there, your belief strengthens with every new possibility. With every new thing you can do for them. I was in an interview last week. It was a really good interview. I was in an interview last week and there was a point in the interview where I was like, I wake up thinking of my person. I wake up thinking of the woman in the carpeted cubicle that is getting potentially the video of her daughter taking her first steps, right? I wake up every morning thinking of that woman. And I think of where she's at, but I think of where she can go. And in that thinking of where she can go, my brain is constantly working. Constantly. You guys, if you hear nothing else, we have to give our brains a job to do. Okay? If our brain's being given the job of just get through the day to do, then that's all it's going to do. But if you give your brain the job of, there's a woman out there that needs our help, she needs to get, for me, she needs to get home. She needs to be able to spend time with her family. She needs to be able to have disposable income so she's got breathing room. She needs to be able to scale income so she can create legacy plays for her family. She needs to be able to, she needs to be able to, she needs to be able to. Think of your person and what they need to be able to do. And all of a sudden now your brain works on that. And again, we've taken it off of us and we've put it on another individual, which then allows our brain to actually work. Because whenever it's just about us, our brain's like, maybe, but there's so many potential blocks with us, right? But whenever we're thinking of another person, the belief is going to increase, the creativity is going to increase, the ways to serve are going to be able to increase. Happy Monday. This is your mindset hack for this week. You change this, you've changed a foundational thing in your entire world. Just a heads up. So there it is. I'm going to pop out. Bye-bye, guys.